Hey guys, welcome back to my first collection update video since months have passed. I haven't gotten around to make a collection update video since then because of real life getting in the way. But enough talk. Excuses aside, this collection update is going to be separated into two videos, one for movies and the other for video games. Alright. Now let's jump right into what I have. Now the first movie I'm going to show you is a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray combo pack. And that is Nightmare on Elm Street. The limited edition set from the UK. Got this from I can't remember what that website is called, but gotta be honest, it's really hard to find a particular limited edition set that has a poster inside. Right here is the back of Freddy attempting to break out of the wall when Nancy's trying to sleep. And I really like the original theatrical poster art better than the US steelbook art. Nothing against that whatsoever. I just prefer the original theatrical poster art. And here's all of its physical contents. You get lobby cards and a poster, to name a few. Plus a collectible booklet. Mine's number 7738 out of 27,400 copies. Here's a glimpse of all the lobby cards, I think. And here's the poster, which I'm not going to show its entirety yet until I get a poster frame to hang it up. Just clear my throat. The first Nightmare on Elm Street is a classic, by all means, regardless. Now, I wouldn't call it perfect, but I do love that movie. Now, I'm not sure if I've shown you this before, but right here is for my 3D Blu-ray collection, and that is Sanctum 3D, produced by James Cameron. Now again, I'm not gonna necessarily name all the features listed on each movie, but I'll name at least a few for pacing reasons. Next movie I have here is from Amazon, and Sanctum 3D I did also get from Amazon, but as I was saying, right here is the Quatermass Experiment, also known as the Creeping Unknown. Now, I did not see a trailer of it, which, again, like I said several times before, I do not recommend buying certain movies blindly without getting to know what what you're getting into. But what made me get interested in this is because it has an interview with John Carpenter, who in which he talks about the movie itself. Now these movies include their own commentaries. This one includes two, one with the director and the other with the film historian slash screenwriter, plus a couple featurettes. 3 of them to be exact, including an interview with John Carpenter, like I said. Next up, I also got from Amazon, and it's one that I haven't seen in years since I was a preteen, and that is The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin. Now, features include interviews with actors, cinematographer, and the director, and a theatrical trailer. Now, it does say it includes a reversible cover art, but it really doesn't. Which is odd. But don't care, it's whatever. Though they are cool regardless, but I digress. Now moving on. Next 3 titles I got from Amazon. One is an animated series that I have seen bits and pieces of, and that is Batman, the animated series. I remember owning a cassette tape of one of the episodes featuring Batman and Robin and the Penguin, and also one of the animated movies, specifically Sub-Zero, if I remember correctly. Now again, I'm not gonna name all the features, but it includes a brand new in-depth featurette, as well as some archival interviews, commentaries, plus 2 bonus discs, including The Mask of Phantasm and Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero, which again I used to own as a kid. Now, if I recall, I may have shown you a couple of movies before, but just to make sure, I'm going to show you them again, in case I didn't remember correctly. But next up is one I've seen bits and pieces of on TV, and that is The Delta Force. Now, fun fact, this was Lee Marvin's last movie before he retired and passed away. And also starring Chuck Norris. So, yeah. Do like me some Chuck Norris. As well as Lee Marvin, who I enjoy in The Dirty Dozen. Now, features include archival interviews with Robert Forster and Elaine, whose last name I don't want to butcher, as well as an interview with the screenwriter James Brunner, and last but not least, a theatrical trailer. Now, what really bothers me about the 4K Ultra HD release that is recently released by Scream Factory is that it doesn't include any of the special features that were included in this release. Pardon me, autofocus just doesn't want to focus properly. It's a real pain in the neck, I tell you. But aside from that, last title I'm going to show you that I also got from Amazon is one of the ScoobyDoo movies I remember renting as a kid, and that is ScoobyDoo and the Cyber Chase. This is actually a Blu-ray DVD combo pack, though it doesn't tell you that it includes a DVD. But actually it does. So yeah. I do love having the option of both ways, in case one of those discs doesn't work. Next up is one I got from Walmart, and that is the Walmart exclusive 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray Combo Pack Limited Edition set. That includes a digital code and 2 CDs of the film soundtrack. That is Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump. I don't know why I just said Tom Hanks like it's a movie, but moving on. Forrest Gump is a great movie. It's been years since I last seen it. Now, I'm not sure if I call it a huge upgrade over my DVD, but what really bugs the hell out of me is that this particular steelbook case has all the discs stacked on each other. I mean, really? Why can't they separate them in their own slots? Like in this Blu-ray set. And don't get me wrong, Warner Brothers used to be, or kind of is still that way. But seriously, it's really irritating. Like, how am I gonna take good care of these discs? Like, seriously. But that's just me. I might find a separate case for the CDs and the Blu-rays, so neither of them will get scratches whenever they're stacked on each other. But pointless rants aside, moving on to a huge stack of Scream Factory titles I ordered from their website. First up I got here for relatively cheap, and that is Lake Placid, one of my favorite creature features. And yeah, it is worthy upgrade over my DVD, in my opinion. Next up is one I've seen bits and pieces on Turner Classic Movies. That is Orca, the Killer Whale, produced by Dino De Laurentiis, who at the time is obsessed with beating Jaws out of the box office, which he already did at one point with King Kong. But from what I heard, I mean, that's just me. I've only heard stories or theories or rumors, to be exact. I haven't done much research, so I can't really confirm whether that's true or not, but that could be a possibility. But moving on, next up is one that I am wanting to upgrade over my MGM DVD release, and that is Candyman, Farewell to the Flesh. Only seen that once, and likely gotta revisit this along with the first movie. I did not see the third one, which is Candyman, Day of the Dead, so can't really say much about it. But again, you never know until you see it for yourself. Next up, I've managed to snag a while back when some of Scream Factory's titles, Orca the Killer Whale being one of them, and this one I'm about to show also being amongst many titles that were going out of print at the time, and that is Stephen King's Graveyard Shift. I've only seen this a couple times, once on the AMC channel, and I've been meaning to upgrade this over my DVD release for the sake of special features. So yeah, can't complain about it. Now, next up are 2 box sets that are amongst the victims of being out of print. Either Disney will re-release them, remaster them, and port all the features, or likely strip them out of all the features. But first up, out of the 2 box sets, are the Omen Collection. This is the deluxe edition set from Scream Factory. This includes The Omen, Damien, Omen 2, The Final Conflict, aka The Omen 3, Omen 4, The Awakening, which is a made-for-TV movie, and the dreaded shot-for-shot remake of The Omen. But there are some people that wanted it for completion's sake, and I might not argue, but we all have different tastes, so as individuals, I'm not going to shame them. I mean, if you enjoy the Omen remake, that's cool, but that's just me personally. But last box set I'm going to show before I conclude this video, and that is the Fly collection. That includes the original Fly with Vincent Price, as well as its sequels, and David Cronenberg's remake of The Fly, along with its sequel, which, if you ask me, is criminally underrated. Got The Fly, the original Fly, which is really good from a time period standpoint, in my opinion. Return of the Fly, which I remember being okay or decent. It's been years since I last seen all these movies. Can't count how many years it's been since then. Curse of the Fly, which likely is my least favorite. Each of these titles come with their own individual collection of special features, whether they have brand new ones or archival ones, interviews and audio commentaries alike. Next up is one of my personal favorite remakes, that is David Cronenberg's The Fly, with Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis. Would love to give this one and its sequel a revisit sometime. And then The Fly 2 with Eric Stoltz, Like Father, Like Son. The sequel has some excellent special effects, including the Martin Fly creature, which has got to be one of my personal favorite creature effects. Alright, I believe that's it for my stack of movies, including a TV series. So if any of you seen these movies or have seen the Batman the Animated Series, oh shoot, I almost forgot about this one. My sincere apologies. The last title I'm going to show you, which I somehow forgot, but almost, but I'm not gonna make that mistake. This one I got from eBay. That is The People That Time Forgot. I've been meaning to complete this alongside with The Land That Time Forgot. I had a hard time finding it because it was out of print, but yeah, for the dinosaur collection. Now, with that aside, if any of you seen those movies or have seen Batman the Animated Series, please let me know down in the comments section below. So, hope you guys enjoyed this collection update. Stay tuned for I'll most likely be either getting around showing you what new video games I got for the collection, or I'd be most likely finishing up my Resident Evil 2 playthroughs by finishing up with Leon's B scenario. Now, the reason I hadn't gotten around to it is because I haven't even prepared my final SFM thumbnail for it, which I do apologize. Gotta be honest, SFM has been quite a pain in the neck. But it could be on my end, or it is what it is. But with that aside, I've completed my last SFM thumbnail for the stream, and have also completed one specific thumbnail for a specific PS1 shooter that I've decided to play for the month of horror. So stay tuned. Either this or that, or my video game collection update video coming soon. Take care. Don't worry. One of them will happen most likely. And I'll see you guys very soon. Happy Halloween, and catch you later.